The entire controversial history of Grand Theft Auto. The Grand Theft Auto series has provided players with the opportunity to roam virtual cities as hardened criminals for 23 years, allowing them to be as judicious or merciless as they desire. GTA has become one of the most controversial games of all time due to its depictions of gun violence, sexual conduct, and alcohol addiction. Even though these themes may be appropriate for a criminal adventure, they have resulted in a series of perilous situations for developer Rockstar Games and its parent company, Take-Two Interactive, including interactions with mainstream media, international governments, and numerous attorneys. In their GTA releases, Rockstar and Take-Two have been recognized for their innovative approach to disorder, which allows players to devastate their digital metropolises. Although the release of GTA 6 may not occur shortly, it will probably be enveloped in controversy, as the game's previous installments have been unable to evade negative publicity. Although this may appear to be a burden for the series, it was a self-inflicted reputation that the early developers of the game were responsible for. The initial GTA release in 1997 was characterized by controversy, which significantly influenced the public's perception of each subsequent release. The initial notoriety that GTA developers sought was precisely what they desired. However, it has since become an image that Rockstar Games, the now corporate entity, has been unable to shake for more than 2 decades. Throughout the GTA series history, the following are the controversies that have unfurled with each significant installment. Grand Theft Auto Controversy Timeline. The iconic franchise achieved recognition by deliberately inciting controversy surrounding the release of Grand Theft Auto in 1997 to attract the media's attention. At that time, Rockstar North was an independent developer based in the United Kingdom named DMA Design. It introduced its new crime simulator to the world through a series of damning newspaper articles that detailed the violent nature of GTA. This resulted in the budding series becoming notorious in the eyes of parents and lawyers worldwide, who were persuaded that the release would incite violent behavior in children. Maxwell Clifford, an English publicist, was instrumental in the media campaign to increase the visibility of GTA. Clifford provided publications with information regarding the violence depicted in DMA Design's title. This contributed to the emerging argument that video games were murder simulators that promoted violence, a viewpoint that was predominantly advocated by Jack Thompson, a disbarred attorney and anti-video game activist. According to a GameSpot report, this did not diminish the acclaim that GTA received from reviewers for its technological innovations or its sales of 1 million copies by 2000. This demonstrated that there was no such thing as negative publicity for the series. GTA Controversy Timeline, Grand Theft Auto 3. The 1999 release of GTA 2 was relatively unnoticed in comparison to other releases in the franchise. However, the series' controversy and success were partially compensated for by the series' explosive launch of GTA 3. GTA 3 attracted criticism from mainstream media outlets due to its realistic portrayals of carjacking, homicide, and prostitution. It is crucial to acknowledge that GTA 3 was released approximately 1 month following the September 11th assaults on the World Trade Center, which significantly contributed to the scrutiny the title received. Nevertheless, this did not appear to discourage gamers from purchasing the title, which sold 5.4 million copies shortly after its release, as reported by CNN. At the time of its release, the game was prohibited in Australia due to Rockstar Games' failure to register it with the Office of Film and Literature Classification (OFLC). According to IGN, the organization declined to classify GTA 3 after receiving a request, as its highest classification, MA 15+, was deemed inappropriate for the title. To comply with the MA 15+ rating and release GTA 3 in Australia, Rockstar was required to make modifications to the original version. Vice City. GTA Controversy Timeline. In 2002, Vice City and its protagonist Tommy Vercetti were released, 1 year following the release of GTA 3. The game was met with many of the same criticisms as its antecedent. Rockstar was once again compelled to censor the Australian version of the title to secure OFLC approval. However, the company was also compelled to make modifications to the US version of the title. In Miami, the Cuban and Haitian communities expressed their opposition to GTA Vice City, asserting that the game's portrayal of the Cuban-Haitian gang conflict in the game's campaign incited violence against both ethnicities. This information was reported by CNN. This resulted in Rockstar censoring portions of the original campaign in a new version of the title that was released in 2004. GTA Controversy Timeline: San Andreas. The hot coffee mod was the most contentious aspect of the 2004 release of San Andreas, which received the same level of criticism as previous GTA titles. This modification to the original game granted players access to a mini-game that was previously inaccessible. In this game, the protagonist, Carl C.J. Johnson, engages in fully clothed sex with his fiancée. Modders were able to access the concealed scenario through San Andreas' source code, despite the fact that it was intended to be an inside joke for Rockstar developers. The Entertainment Software Rating Board (ESRB) assigned San Andreas an adults-only AO rating upon its discovery, which prompted numerous retailers to remove the game from their shelves. This necessitated that Rockstar remove the scene and re-release the title in a rated M format on all of its platforms. The hot coffee scandal resulted in a class action lawsuit against Rockstar holding company Take-Two, which was resolved in 2007. The lawsuit mandated that the company pay $35 in cash to more than 2,000 customers. This information was reported by PC World. GTA Controversy Timeline: Grand Theft Auto 4. Approximately 1 year before its scheduled release, anti-video game activist Jack Thompson filed a lawsuit to prevent the release of GTA 4, which is situated in Liberty City, in 2008. The attorney contended that the title would incite violence among its player base. However, Thompson was unsuccessful in his lawsuit against Take-Two and was prohibited from pursuing the company in the future, according to GameIndustry.biz. Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Ahmad subsequently criticized GTA 4, urging the company to reclassify the title as an adults-only game due to its inclusion of the ability to drive while impaired. Take-Two defended the title by clarifying that drunk driving was a trivial aspect of the title, and that there are even in-game features that discourage players from engaging in that kind of reckless behavior. However, nothing but negative press ever came of this. GTA Controversy Timeline: Grand Theft Auto 5. The most recent installment of the series was released in 2013, and it was met with a flurry of controversy, primarily due to a graphic torture scene. One of the game's primary objectives involves placing players in the position of the protagonist, Trevor Phillips, who is assigned the responsibility of extracting information from an individual he has abducted. Rockstar compelled Trevor to commit horrific acts of violence that were deemed excessive by nearly every reviewer who tested the game. The scene was only required to be censored in the Japanese version of GTA 5, but it is present in the preponderance of the copies that have been sold. GTA 5 was also criticized for its portrayal of women as overly sexualized characters, or as the punchline for in-game gags. The title was generally praised for its satirical portrayal of contemporary American life. However, a significant number of reviewers concurred that the women featured in the title were a reflection of Rockstar's previous misogynistic depictions of them in previous releases. Dan Houser, the co-creator of Grand Theft Auto, even acknowledged to the New York Times that he had not given the depiction of women in the game the attention it deserved. Rockstar has since severed ways with Houser, which means that GTA 6 will have a new creative director who may advocate for a change in the series' public perception. Given the increasing realism of video games and the fact that Grand Theft Auto will always be a crime simulator, the franchise's history indicates that it will never be able to completely escape its notoriety. In conclusion, the Grand Theft Auto series has remained one of the most influential and controversial video game franchises in history. From its inception in 1997 to its current standing as a cultural phenomenon, GTA has continually pushed the boundaries of interactive storytelling, gameplay, and moral choices. Despite Rockstar Games' undeniable success, the series' violent content, explicit themes, and satirical portrayals of real-world issues have fueled ongoing debates and legal battles. As we look ahead to the release of GTA 6, it's clear that controversy will continue to follow the franchise, but its ability to captivate millions of players worldwide and remain a key player in the gaming industry remains unmatched. Whether this reputation will evolve or remain entrenched in its past is yet to be seen, but one thing is certain: Grand Theft Auto will always be a lightning rod for discussion and scrutiny in the gaming world. If you enjoyed this article, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Let us know your thoughts or which upcoming game you're most excited about.